Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Sanika. Today's card is all about Chin Up Buttercup, an inspirational card to send out to friends or family who are in need of a pick-me-up. So in today's card, I'm using Honeybee Stamp Chin Up Buttercup and the Avery Elle Butterflies. So come on with me and check out how I made this card. So first I'm going to go ahead and put all the images onto a piece of Canson watercolor cardstock. And because it has a textured feel, it's not going to allow me just to stamp one time. That's why you have the Misty. The Misty is like amazing because you can stamp it as many times as you want in the exact same spot. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Stamping like 2 or 3 times just to make sure that I get a nice, solid, clean image. And here I am getting ready to paint my flowers. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of music so you guys can enjoy the watercoloring. And I will see you on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside to dry for a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Buttercup sentiment, which I love the font for that. And I'm just stamping it a couple times. I think it's on Canson watercolor paper again. So it just needs a couple of stamps to get nice and black and crisp. Love it. That's my stamp chamois from Lawn Fun. I'm going to clean my stamp off so I can put it back where it belongs, which is always a task in itself, right? And then I'm also going to stamp the chin up sentiment. And I'm actually going to heat emboss that in white. So you saw me get it ready with my powder tool. And I'm going to stamp it in VersaFine ink, which is juicy and allows for the embossing powder to stick on there. And then I'm going to heat it up, and it's going to melt, and it's going to turn a glossy white, which will be just as cute as can be. Hold on a second. Here it is. I'm going to heat my tool up first, and then I'm going to heat up the chin up. Super, super cute. And I believe the next thing is to cut it out if I ever come back to the screen. There I am. So I'm going to go ahead and get the die to cut that out. There you go. And so then I'm going to go ahead and cut out all of the pieces for this this card. And so you'll see me get them all ready and tape them all down. I'm going to tape the dies down onto the page using some painter's tape. And I think it's painter's tape that I'm going to, painter's tape that I'm going to use. And the key to painter's tape is to make sure that you are pulling it back onto itself. It will rip your paper. And honestly, I've not found a tape that really does a good job, because I also have this other tape and it pulls up the ink. So I mean, what do you do? So I'm still always searching for a good tape. So if you know of one, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Now I'm prepping my card. I'm using my EK Success Tool scoring board. I messed it up totally with the scoring board. And my pet peeve in life as far as cards are concerned is that I can never just cut it simply. I always have to line it up. So if here's another one. If you know of a trick for that, please let me know. And I had to go ahead and do it again. So here you go. You notice over here in the left-hand corner that I also cut out a black oval. I thought that the cards would really pop against that black. So I'm using my Nouveau Deluxe glue, and I'm going to glue that down onto my card base, if the glue works. So we're going to do that. There it is. And then I'm going to fix my card, my flowers onto this oval. And I think I'm going to use glue and dimensional adhesive. So let's see. And I'm sorry, I'm out of frame as I do this. I didn't even notice that I wasn't in frame. So hopefully I'm not out of frame for the rest of the video. But we shall see. But I am just putting everything together, and I am using dimensionals and glue to make these pop off the card some. One of my struggles is how I love flowers. I completely adore flowers. Almost 80% of the cards I make are flower related. But one of the things that I struggle with is placement. It's always a struggle for me. Where do I place these things, these flowers on this card, to make it look decent and beautiful, which is more than decent. I want it to be beautiful, so when the recipient gets it, they're like in awe, right? That's the whole point. To be like, oh, Anika made that card. So I'm always looking for that wow factor. And part of that wow factor is figuring out how to place the flowers onto the card so that they are most attractive, right? That's always been a struggle for me, and it continues to be a struggle for me. And it's not until I am complete that I am happy with it. So as you can see, I am back in frame for the most part. I have added Chin Up and Buttercup to the front of this card. And then I decided, you know what? Life is not right without a butterfly. And so I used the Avery Elle butterflies to add to this card, specifically because I knew that the image had a lot of black in it. The outline of the butterfly was a nice thick black outline of it. And so I was like, that would be perfect. And then I colored it 3 shades to match my flowers. What's wrong with that? And so then I added some Your Next Stamp gumdrops all over the card. And then you see me adding some highlights with my Jelly Roll number 10 pen. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really hope you enjoyed my card using the Honeybee Chin Up Buttercup stamp and die sets. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll always know the next time I post a video. You have a great day, and I'll see you soon.